EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple 1st downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And against the defense, the early advantage was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. A short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
5 receivers in the formation that time, Brandon. So all they're trying to do is create a little indecision in the defense's mind. And instead, they just want to drop this one off underneath. Nice job, though, to get to him quickly and hold him to a short gain.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Looking to throw. Throwing one incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble at 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And this time not quite to the 30, will be down at the 31-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's Jackson. They'll get this out to Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going to be taken in here by McCool. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw again is Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
brings up second and goal.
Alpha, sit hot! 180! Sit hot! 180! Sit hot!
They'll try to run this one in. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Brenton Strange from 4 yards out. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one was just picking me for that. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
His kick is good.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this return going to come with a quick in as he's pelted at the end of that one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Now back to throw. Now he'll take this and run. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made it their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll drop to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have an Eagles first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in for 24 yards out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen, Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Jackson going to keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jackson from the shotgun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Pass complete down in the Nakua. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, LA! Coop Yr, 50 yards. And the Rams are able to widen their advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Rams 28, Eagles 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
3 yards on the way.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're within 7 now, 28-21.
Eagles 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 15. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 50 yards.
He's already got one touchdown in his first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
What?
Let's get that touch.
Hold on, ready? Lights up. Go ahead. Sit up. Ready? Finish it up. Sit up.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Sit up.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are able to extend their lead. Sanders going for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Eagles 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
We changed it. Go.
He's moving, boys, moving.
Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Eagles 31.
trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Ready? Ready? Yo.
They go play action now. Jackson. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying.
And got his man complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Jackson going to keep it. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andrew McCool. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Kelly is good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
35. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw is Jackson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over in that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Here's Jackson to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Middle.
From the gun, Jackson. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, LA! Coop Yr, 49 yards. And the Rams get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Rams 42.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. He's going to air one out, and that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
24-yard gain on the play. And an Eagle first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. He'll try and do this himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Big strides. Look at him go. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Ready?
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Sit hot! Ready! Sit hot!
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 3 yards out. And the Rams take a chance, but they find Peyton dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and good by Sanders. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Offense set to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The 29-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Rams 56.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. at the line. This Philly offense set to go. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
We've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw here. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And maybe touchdown at the end, but a big play on that one.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
19 Tiger.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a play fake here on first down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Ready up. Street. Hawk 70.
Now a handoff looking right. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave it with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by Elliott is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Rams 56. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right shot. Right shot.
Jackson now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now it's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
No, we changed it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Jackson going to keep it. That one let go deep for Laporta. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Hey, middle. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Again, Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And he fires one incomplete.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
First down.
Now Lamar changing the play.
At the 18-yard line.
Throwing. Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the end zone.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Here we go. 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Jackson to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's complete. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Eagles 76, Rams 64. Jake Elliott to kick off for
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle, thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Middle. Report.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time this fall. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been...
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.